Well, we know since 9/11 the need for good quality dogs for detection work has risen dramatically. All the federal agencies and Department of Defense are all looking for more and more dogs. So we entered into agreement some years ago to do that, and at this point in time are breeding some of the best dogs for explosive detection that can be found in the United States. The vast majority of the dogs we breed are Labrador Retrievers. We've also bred a small number of Hungarian Vizslas, and have also crossbred between the Vizsla and the Labrador Retriever. In the early stages of the program, it kind of became an issue trying to name dogs and trying to figure out how you're going to do it, and we decided, you know, the easiest thing we could do would be to name dogs after 9/11 victims, realizing that unfortunately it's a very large list, and we have expanded out in some cases to soldiers that have lost their life in Iraq and Afghanistan as well. Basically, each litter is alphabetized, so the first litter born here was A. All the puppies had A names, and we pulled all those names off of the 9/11 victim list. And we've continued through that process now in our fourth trip through the alphabet, I think right now is where we're at. So with that next litter coming up will be J, and we'll be peeling through the list to see who's going to be there.
Especially this time of year when all the images come back up. And I remember that day. And how sad, and then how angry I got. I felt helpless because so many of us, there's nothing we can do but watch. We may know a friend of a friend of a friend. Some of us may know someone who died that day. But when I hear their stories and when I think about what was done, I can't not act. I can't go to Iraq or Afghanistan, but I can raise a puppy. Why not? And it's been fantastic. And now when I travel and I go through an airport and I see a lab working, I think, one day I might raise one who smells that scent that keeps that plane from taking off and saves the lives of 200 people. What's interesting about number 500 was the guy he was named after was a captain in the Navy who was in the Pentagon working on explosives and got killed when the plane hit. Because it was the 500th dog and we were doing a press release, we got in touch with the family. We were on the Today Show with them. She met the dog live on the Today Show.
We're always looking for volunteers. This is a great service to your country. It's a great time to be able to do this. Here we are at the 10th anniversary of 9/11, and you know, we don't want to ever forget.